So we have a Samsung dishwasher here, and basically it runs for a few seconds, and then you get the green light under the handle. It beeps 3 times, and it blinks 3 times, and everything stops. And what I found out, this arm wasn't moving properly back and forward, and it's apparently error code. The problem is one of these guys. It's the motor that runs this arm. Got the old one out already, and yeah, the gears are shot on it. It sounds really bad when you're trying to turn it. It's called, here's the part number, DD31000013B. And the dishwasher model number is right here. But anyway, it's a pretty unique unit. Instead of the spinner arm is a water wall. So I'm trying to get the new one in, and I feel like I'm gonna need to pull this whole thing apart. I got the motor out, took the back panel off, disconnected the connectors. Okay, and the motor is located underneath these 3 hoses. I got the hoses out. Oh yeah, I can see there's a spot for the motor. 2 bolts, left and right. It's kind of hard to get to it. I'm having a harder time putting it back in, so I'm gonna take it apart from the top and take a look at the seal. I'm gonna use some silicone grease. And yeah, so that it doesn't leak into the new motor. And yeah, hopefully that will fix the issue. To get this water wall arm out, take these caps off, 2 Phillips screws, and it pops off. So the motor goes into this mechanism here, and now what moves the arm back and forward. And this is the seal. I'm just gonna pack it up with grease. I don't have a new one with me, but most likely would have to be replaced with the motor. In that case, the new motor lasts longer. So I'm gonna use this silicone grease. It doesn't react with the rubber. Just packed it up real good. Gonna get the motor in from the bottom, and then I'll set the arm on top later. Okay, so got the dishwasher on its back. These clamps need to come off. There's 3 of them. I've got one off. I just take these 2 hoses, push it to the side, make a good access for the motor. Got a bunch of grease on the shaft. So now it should go all the way in. There you go. It goes on these little tabs. You know, in that good spot. Just gotta put the screws in, plug it in, put it back together on this side, and then I'll put the arm on afterwards. I got the old motor out, and I was able to get it back in because it was perfectly positioned. The shaft was perfectly positioned, but I couldn't get the new motor in, even though I tried so much. So I think it's worth it taking the arm off instead of struggling to get it back in, unless you get lucky. I wasn't able. So to get the screws in is pretty tricky, weird angle. I'm using this flex bit. The second one is even trickier. Good luck on it. There you go. Put a little tape on. Magnetic tip was not enough. Okay, putting clamps back on. Connectors pretty hard to do it from this side. You gotta stand it up, and there's access panel on the back. You can do those from the back. Don't forget to plug in the connector for your overflow switch. Okay, overflow switch connected. It's a nice access panel. Some of the Bosches don't have that. You gotta remove the whole base, which is really not fun. So this is the access panel in the back that I talked. Just these two connectors. Actually, I think all you need is one of them. And yeah, this is where you want to start before you try and take the motor out. Stand it up, take these two screws out, get this panel off, and then lay it on its back. And if there's always going to be a little water in there, so when you are standing it up, don't forget to hook these hoses back up, otherwise it'll leak out. Otherwise, if you can use a shop vac to suck it all out before you do it. Okay, so the arm, there's a little clip here, just slides on this guy. Then I make sure this thing is in the right position, and then the two screws back there. So the way I did it, I set this thing on the shaft, and then I was moving this thing back and forward until I found the position, the way the shaft is located, and the arm went all the way down. And now when I'm pushing this, it's not pushing freely, and now I'm still pushing the motor as well. I know it's on. Good now. So previously I couldn't even start the cycle right away. The arm could not find its position, and it would throw the error code. So I just turn it on, put normal, start. Okay, so far so good. No blinking lights. Looks like it's gonna work. I hope this helps with your repairs, guys. Thanks for watching.